What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my FanDuel DFS contenders for the opening day of the NBA season. My top 10 plays across the entire slate. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when everything goes live. You know I love the likes, but I definitely want the subs. We're trying to get north of 50K. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you can get updates to these sim results as we get closer to lock. I'm guessing somewhere around an hour before lock, I will post the updates. By the way, these videos are going to happen Monday through Friday for the entire NBA season, including the sim updates later on in the day. Finally, let me know in the comments section who are your favorite options for this FanDuel slate. We're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Kelly Oubre, Lou Will, Spencer Dinwiddie, Andrew Wiggins, and Kawhi Leonard. Who will be my top 5 plays for tonight's slate? It's time to find out. Coming in at number 5, we've got Anthony Davis. I like him a bit more on FanDuel than I do on DraftKings. You have to play 2 power forwards. 10,600, not all that problematic of a price. Got him projected for 50 fantasy points. You're looking for somewhere north of 60 in a GPP. It's not something that he does all that frequently. I think it only happens about 11% of the time, but he shows up in the optimal lineup 49% of the time. That's a coin flip on Anthony Davis. Projected for 34 fantasy points, close to 30% usage. I mean, we're talking about a guy that's expected to put up like 26 and 10. I love it. Get some blocks, get some steals. Obviously, the steals and blocks more important on FanDuel than they are on DraftKings. And I just realized that I never changed the picture, and that's not Anthony Davis. But you guys know what the brow looks like. You know he's not Zubac. I'll make the change in the future, but for now, it's Anthony Davis. Don't get confused at the goof on the bottom right. Or bottom left. Bottom right? Bottom right. Bottom right. The goof on the bottom left is me. Ugh. Next up, number 4, we've got Kyrie Irving. Point guard, eligible, 9K, projected for about 41 fantasy points. I think he gets normal run, so 34 minutes. He's going to have the ball a ton, 29% usage. Looking for about 55 fantasy points out of him in GPPs. I think he hits that about 12% of the time, but even still, 50% of the time, because of raw points, Kyrie Irving is going to be in the optimal lineup. Got him projected for 24, 5, and 5. I like this matchup against Golden State. I don't think their defense is going to be all that good. Obviously, Steph, not great in the one-to-one matchup defensively, although it's not like Steph is going to be guarding Kyrie all that much. I like the pace of this game. I like the total of this game. Kyrie's like a 1.3 fantasy point per minute guy. Anxious to see how he looks back on the floor after missing a ton of time. But for right now, Kyrie is my 4th best option on the slate. Coming in at number 3, we're staying in Brooklyn. We're going to Kevin Durant. Power forward eligible with a ridiculous $8,500 price tag. He's just way too cheap for his role. I've got him projected for north of 42 fantasy points. You're looking for about 52 in GPPs. I think he hits that 15% of the time. Either way, he's in the optimal 52% of the time. You're definitely going to want one of Kyrie or Durant. 34 minutes. We're talking close to 30% usage. 25, 6, and 4 as a baseline projection. I think it's going to take him a little bit to get his like rebounding legs and his like weak side block legs back, but I'm still very interested in him because of that $8,500 price tag. I really like the matchup. Golden State not really equipped to guard Kevin Durant. Not that most teams are, but Golden State in particular, not really there. This is a great spot for Durant. The position is perfect. The price is perfect. Durant looks awesome, and that gets him to number 3. But he's not the only guy that's mispriced. Number 2, $7,600 shooting guard. Give me Paul George. That's just crazy too cheap. I'm expecting about 39 fantasy points. GPP goal is about 48. I think he hits that just shy of 20% of the time. But because of that $7,600 price tag and his just raw point ceiling, he is in the optimal lineup 57% of the time. I'm expecting 34 minutes. I'm expecting him to get close to 30% usage, 27 points, 6.5 boards, and 3.5 assists. This game looks fantastic for Paul George. I think that he's going to want to come out and try to avenge some of the ugliness in his game in the playoffs. This is the perfect spot for it. He's got a contract now to play up to. This is a great spot for Paul George. Shooting guard position, not all that appealing, and 7,600 for Paul George is an absolute steal. He should be in your lineups. I assume he's one of the first guys into your cash lineups. It's all Paul George, but he's not number 1. Now, before we get to that number 1 spot, one last reminder: like, subscribe, notification bell. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman and let me know in the comments who you like tonight on FanDuel. And Head to awesemo.com/join. Use that promo code Caruso, and you can sign up and get our NBA package through December 29th for $1. Projections, ownership, boom bust, lineup builder, and more. It's all available to you guys for only $1. Again, the promo code is Caruso. Come sign up. Come join us. And my number one play of the day on FanDuel gotta be Steph Curry. 8,700 at point guard. I got him projected for 46 fantasy points. The goal is 53. He could shoot his way into that, no problem. I think he's going to be pretty happy to be back. I think he hits that goal 24% of the time. That's enough to put him in the optimal lineup 67% of the time. That's two-thirds. Two-thirds of these slates. Steph Curry is in the optimal. He's on a tier above him, above everybody else. Not even close to Paul George. Paul George is at 57%. Curry's another 10% higher than that. He's going to get the full run. He's going to run the entire offense. He's not really competing with anybody else. I mean, we've got Oubre, we've got Wiggins, but this is Steph's team. Steph is gonna go nuts tonight. I'm expecting it. 28, 6, and 6. I love it. There's no way around it. Steph Curry is the first guy I'm putting in my cash lineup on FanDuel. He's the guy that I want the most in my GPP lineups. He is the best play of the day on FanDuel. Got to get yourself some Steph Curry. I'll do the shimmy. I don't know how to shimmy. That'll do it, guys. Those are my NBA DFS contenders, my favorites, the top 5 plays of the day. I'm excited to bring it to you guys. We're going to be doing this every single day of the week, except for Saturdays and Sundays. A man needs some rest, so keep your eyes peeled for that. We've got a 13-gamer tomorrow. I can't wait. There's a DraftKings version of this video around here somewhere, so if you're playing on both sites, check them both out. Happy to bring them to you. Good luck tonight. I hope somebody can win themselves $1 million. I'll see you guys again tomorrow morning.